It is very evident that XRP is not going to go anywhere. Over the past few years, purchasers have been experiencing a severe drought that has resulted in very few gains. You will, however, have a better sense of what is going to take place in the following events if you view the movie that I made yesterday. I believe that this is what will take place over the course of the next few years. Once it begins to break out and perform well in comparison to the rest of the cryptocurrency market cap, many individuals who have been critical about XRP for the past 2 to 3 years, while Ripple was suing the SEC, will begin to talk positively about it as if it were the best cryptocurrency that is currently available. They are also unaware of the fact that the Securities and Exchange Commission will pursue a large number of other projects that will be detrimental to them. It is going to be necessary to retain legal counsel. Undoubtedly, XRP is the only one that is gaining clarity at the present time. So if you compare something like Amazon in the 1990s to XRP now, then you can say that where crypto is now is comparable to the internet in the early 1980s or 1990s or 1990s when it was just getting started and before major corporations such as Microsoft, Amazon, Google, and Tesla grabbed control of it. After that, there are the big 7, which are the companies that control the whole stock market. After 10, 20, 30, 40, or 50 years, it is possible that XRP may be considered one of the big 7 or top 5 cryptocurrencies. During the dot-com bubble bust that occurred in December 1999, there was a sell-off in Amazon during that time. Amazon did not surpass that high until around 3,598 days after it had been established. We were emerging from the crash that occurred in the dot-com bubble. Subsequent to it, there was a meltdown in the subprime mortgage market around the year 2008. There was an attempt to break out as much as $5, but it began to crash down and then began to break out from this point on. There have been 2,310 days since the value of XRP reached its all-time high according to the most recent price chart. Because of some unknown reason, I am included on the weekly chart, therefore I will take a day or two off. May 1st is not going to be the date. However, even if we merely put it out for 2D, it won't make a difference in any circumstances. When using the figure provided by Amazon as a reference, there was a significant shift right here in July of 2006. In the wake of this, Amazon started to withdraw from this region. Therefore, if there is a shakeout event in the markets and there is news of World War III, a climate change disaster that keeps everyone inside, or some other black swan event, the price of XRP may plummet back to somewhere between 30 and 40 cents. Without a doubt, that is something that is entirely conceivable. This photo makes it quite evident that it is not over, despite the fact that there are a lot of people who would panic out and say that it is over. It seems as though we are just getting started. Additionally, we can OBC. RV that the amount of pushback is decreasing. As soon as XRP is able to overcome this declining resistance and maintain it as support on the weekly chart, I believe that XRP will have a tremendous spring and a tremendous rise to the upside. At this point, I believe that the year 2025 is best since Ripple will have all of the information that they require. On the other hand, this might take place in the fourth quarter of 2024 or 2025. It will be the closure of the investigation. Soon there will be regulations in place for the company. The full effects of CBDs are going to become apparent. Ripple is on the verge of launching their CBDC. They have just released their AM. From the all-time high, I am not claiming that it will take 3,598 days to reach the current level. Only Amazon is being used as a point of reference here. Although these charts are not identical to one another, they do share a lot of similarities. To a certain extent, they rhyme. As can be seen, the 50 simple moving average SMA and the 200 simple moving average SMA moved in this manner. As can be seen, it climbed higher than it did at the same time as the markets were rising. This is very similar to what recently took place here. This rally from October 3rd, 2020-23. L20-2021 is comparable to the rally that occurred in 2003. It occurred on May 3rd when the 50 reached an all-time high, going above the 200 simple moving average. However, this rally is not an all-time high. In the years that followed, Amazon experienced a bear market that lasted until the year 2006. It is at its lowest point. As soon as that happened, it started moving away from this location. First and foremost, there was the collapse of the subprime mortgage market. After then, it quickly increased by more than 5,000% between the years 2009 and 2021. For the next 10 years, one of my primary interests will be XRP, since I consider it to be the Amazon, Microsoft, or Apple of the cryptocurrency sector with regard to its market share. When they were younger, my parents and grandparents also had the opportunity to make investments in the stock market. It is pretty much the same stuff that we will be teaching our children and grandkids by the year 2050, regardless of whether or not your parents received it. Because everything is here in front of us at this precise moment, we are able to perceive everything extremely clearly. Taking into consideration the most recent interview, what are the chances that Jamie Dimon, the Chief Executive Officer of JP Morgan Chase, will have a logo that is similar to Interledger? A protocol that allows ledgers to be connected is called Interledger. Immediately in the middle of the frame, while discussing the ways in which fintech is replacing traditional banking institutions. There was a time when Bill Gates stated that banks are necessary, but that banks are not necessary. To what extent could artificial intelligence or financial technology replace traditional banking institutions? Before we get started, I think I overheard him imply that banks are comparable to dinosaurs. I informed him about it in the year 1997. It was very evident that he was in the wrong. To a large extent, he was in agreement, but he is not entirely incorrect. Technology brings about a shift in everything. Any individual who is arrogant or who believes that simply because they have a significant job now, they will be able to have another significant position tomorrow is mistaken. After that, you will need to explain what banking is. The money must be guarded by someone at all times. As a result, I was required to transfer the funds. I was required to get the necessary funds. To acquire additional information, I was going to investigate it. The availability of those services will continue to be available for roughly the same amount of money. We're working on it, and we're utilizing a lot of technology to streamline the process. On the other hand, I have always believed that it was possible that some technology will take away a portion of it, and that is exactly what I have been writing about, the arrival of major technology in our company. Both big tech and fintech are available to us. Other companies like Apple will add banks on top of their payment systems, while others may embed payment systems directly into their products. That is so. Only thing that they are permitted to do. I have no objections to that assertion. If they were to use their influence in an unjust manner to control our company, I would not allow that to happen. This is something that they are going to share with everyone. In addition, those who have been watching the show for a year or two are probably aware of this fact. To put that into perspective, we do not know the precise date, but by the year 2025, a significant event will take place. And we really just have a year or two left to observe everything that is going to take place. Additionally, a bank has just sent XRP valued $755 million. This is the latest news. It just took 4 seconds to complete the relocation, and it cost 1 dime. And that's it. That concludes the tale. Because of this, XRP will emerge victorious in the end. Bitcoin is unable to accomplish this task in a timely or cost-effective manner. What are the potential outcomes that will occur when the Federal Reserve begins to add to their balance sheet once more? It seems as though this will result in an increase in prices. There is a steady decline in the purchasing power of the dollar that is going to continue. Indeed, such is the case. For the same reason that prices are going up, blockchain technology, distributed ledger technology, and coins are also going up. Indeed, that is the case. All at the same time, I'm sure you're already aware of our destination. We will be establishing our tent on the beaches of the moon. I'll be sure to catch you on the following show. When you visit CryptoNextGenHub.com, you will have the opportunity to obtain our top secret manual on locating 100x altcoins before anybody else does. I look forward to seeing you there. In order to dive, you do not need to have previously traded cryptocurrencies in order to diversify your wealth before Bitcoin reaches a new all-time high and prices fly through the roof over the next several years. This is because you can diversify your wealth for free. This is due to the fact that you have the opportunity to diversify your wealth at this time. It is possible for you to carry out this action even if you have no previous knowledge in the field. You have the option of conducting your own study if you are interested in acquiring further knowledge. This is something that you can do. It is the sole purpose of this book to impart knowledge to those who select to read it. One of the things that we are extremely close to doing is getting closer to the launch of our cryptocurrency education website, which will assist all of you in gaining a more in-depth understanding of this industry. We are getting very, very close to providing you with an update on when that will be ready. So if you are interested in participating, please do so as soon as possible because we are getting very, very close to sharing that information with you, entering the email address that you believe to be. The most reliable is all that is required of you when you visit CryptoNextGenHub.com. For the purpose of completing it, you will not be required to pay any costs. I strongly recommend that you sign up for an account as soon as possible in order to receive our daily video mail. It provides you with the most helpful information on a daily basis, which will assist you in getting ready for the worst that is yet to come in this market. Specifically, it accomplishes this by delivering the